moves of Survivor are all centered around timing. Strike too early, and you might be considered a threat. Strike too late, and you might not have enough of a case to plead to the jury should you make it to the final 3. Over the past week, the 10 survivors left in the game were given a chance to test that timing. The 5th person to text the word idle to Aaron over the past week would be given an opportunity to play for an advantage in the game.
Because you were the 5th person to respond to that text, this is your opportunity to earn an advantage in the game. You do not have to play if you don't want to play. But before you are 8 cups. 6 of them have nothing underneath them, and 2 have slips of paper underneath them. For every one, if you pick the first one and it has nothing underneath it, then you will earn an immunity idol that is good for 1 vote, good for just the next round. For every cup after that you pick that doesn't have anything underneath it, you will extend the life of your idol by an additional tribal council. If you pick one that has the slip of paper underneath it, the slip of paper says no vote. However much power you have earned on your idol to that point, you stop. You don't lose anything. Your power just stops there, but you cannot vote at the next tribal council. Assuming you want to play.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Okay.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 of them have nothing underneath them. 2 have no votes. Good luck. Make your pick.
7.
7. This one right here.
Yeah. Woo!
You have an idol. Good for the next tribal council.
4.
So 4. This one right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Short-lived, but so this is how it breaks down. You have an idol good for the next tribal council, but you also cannot vote at the next tribal council.
I almost didn't pick the 2 red cups because they were red, but I was like, well, that kind of seems like, I don't know, maybe that's a trick. And it's kind of nice that I have to use the idol this time and I get no vote this time, because that means I'm safe and I don't have to choose whether or not I use the idol or not and then decide wrong, So now I know I'm safe for this time no matter what happens.
I'm back. I was nervous because I'm very bad at guessing numbers like that, like what you had us do. I have really bad luck. So I was excited that I won. But yeah, I'm excited. Take down the people that voted me out one by one.
Welcome, everyone, to week 3 and the merge. There are 10 of you left. From here on out, you are in it for the long haul. You will either make it to the final 3 or you'll be eliminated. And if so, you will be put on the jury and you will have the say in who is the winner. Raissa, what's the first challenge after the merge that we always play traditionally?
Musical chairs.
What do you guys think we're going to play for the first challenge going into the merge? Virtual style. So, here's what we're going to do. Play some music. When the music stops, I will send you a keyword, and it's going to come down to how fast can you type and send that word. The last person whose word comes in is out for that round, with one exception. Spelling counts. So, if you mess up the spelling, say you were the first person that responded, and you were the incorrect speller, but everyone else had it right, you're the one that's out. You get it wrong. But say if there were multiple people who got an incorrect spelling, then it would come down to the person who came in last out of the incorrect spellers. Survivors ready. And here we go. Survivor.
Brian was the only person to spell the word incorrectly this round.
Brian, you're the first person out of this challenge. Here we go. Immunity. Alex is good. Lucy is good. Kate is good. Michaela is good. Luke is good. Raissa is good. Claire is good. Mike is good. Keandra comes in last on my chat. Keandra is out. Next round. Here we go. And the memories bring. Aaron. Kate is good. Alex is good. Raissa is good. Lucy is good. Luke is good. Michaela is good. Mike is good. Claire. You are eliminated from this round. Everybody spelled it right, though, so I am proud of you for that. Next round. Going to start getting a little tricky here. Aloysius. Alex was first in with the correct spelling. Alex is good. Lucy also in with the correct spelling. She is good. Kate is also good. Luke is good. Raissa, her first spelling was incorrect. I see she did another one later, so we will come back to Raissa. Mike was wrong. Michaela was wrong. Mike comes back with another spelling that is correct. Mike is good. Raissa comes back with a correct spelling. Raissa is good. Michaela comes back with a correct spelling. Michaela is last. Michaela, you made it a couple extra rounds, but Michaela is now out of this challenge. Here we go. Michonne. Everyone has the correct spelling, but Mike came in last. Mike, you are out of this challenge. Cosgrave. Kate spelled Cosgrove. Kate, you are out of this challenge. Birchie. Everybody else with a correct spelling. Raissa, you are out of this challenge. Here we go. Down to 3, moving on. Challenge. Wow, that was fast. Thank goodness there's a timestamp because that means Luke is the last one to reply. Luke is out of this challenge. So it is Lucy taking on Alex in the final round. Survivors ready? Here we go. Winner. Alex delivers clutch by a half a second, and with that, Alex wins immunity for this first round going into the merge.
Y'all thought you could beat the IT major at typing. No, no, no.
Oh, no, no.
That Alex even managed to get the capital W in there, which is even more impressive.
So this Survivor is totally different than any Survivor I've ever played before. And I think it's mostly because the people that are playing. Like, you know, I don't have any, well, with like a couple people, like I know them, but other than that, I don't really have any ties with anybody who's playing. So I don't have anything like coming in like, you're my friend and I'm going to be mad if you vote me out. It's kind of different. But right now, if it stays how we've been talking, I have the majority. So it's me, Lucy, Kate, Keandra, Claire, and Alex. So, because I kind of brought like two different people together that I was working with, and each of those people kind of had their own people. So I was talking to Kate. I've been talking to Kate since we started. And then she's with Keandra. So Keandra just kind of came with Kate. And then I was talking to Lucy too once she got on my team the first time. I decided to start talking with her because I didn't know anybody else on our team. And then I knew Lucy and Claire are friends. And then Claire and Alex, of course, I mean, they're together. So
when it comes to games, like especially after the merge, like all bets were off between me and Alex. Like if it came down to it, I mean, I know he would get rid of me and I would get rid of him.
I just kind of tried to get everybody together on the same page to make the majority. But I'm trying to do it not so out there. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to kind of stay in the background a little bit because most people don't know how I've played Survivor before. So they don't know, how I play, I guess.
I mean, it's the merge. Like it's a big vote. It's a big deal. I'm in the middle, but I am very much a kind of sit back and observe person. That can be intimidating for people just because I'm not going to get wrapped up in all of the he said, she said stuff. I'm going to kind of like look and see what people's actions say. There's so much at stake. And in my opinion, everyone voting like unanimously for one person at the beginning of the merge or like a split it between two people vote is very dangerous. It makes for an interesting game, but it's dangerous because then you lose basically any confidence that you have in your alliance. I mean, you got to play smart, but you also got to think long term in this game. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out for everyone.
And we'll get started. So, Luke, walk me through the merge here. Everyone's competing individually now. Tribes are no more. It's all just one giant team. How do you work your way through that to set yourself up for what's best going forward?
Well, it's either you win or you hope you have a good alliance. In alumni season, I didn't win and I didn't have a good alliance, and I was the first one voted out at the merge. So that's probably the best way to kind of make yourself through this. I mean, going forth, it's all about that too. An alliance can go the whole way to the final three, honestly. As we've seen in the past, there have been alliances that have made it to the final three.
How about you, Mike? How's your alliance? I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling good.
All right. Is anyone else feeling good? Who else thinks that they have a solid alliance? Show of hands. About half. Claire, you don't think you have a solid alliance?
I mean, I wouldn't say solid, but I don't like to put words in people's mouth, Aaron.
Lucy, at the end of last week, you were quoted as saying that now that you're back into the game, you're coming for everybody that got rid of you. Is that still the main objective here, or are things changed now that you see who all you're working with, you see how lines might be divided?
I mean, I still want to get them out, but at the end of the day, I'm also focused on just playing the game.
Is that what you think should be happening at this point, Keandra? Everyone just play the game, or do you think you need to look down the road to get you through right now? You play short term, or do you play long term here?
Long term.
Michaela, are you just going with the flow, or are you here to win? Or both?
I mean, right now I'm kind of just going with the flow, but eventually I'll probably just be determined to win.
Alex, you feel pretty comfortable having immunity?
Winning's fun.
Last question. Reyesa, how do you think this is going to go tonight? In your favor? Not in your favor? You're going to be out? How's this going to go?
I mean, you never know how it's gonna go. You think it's gonna go one way, and then it can change at the last second. Survivor, you can never predict it.
Show of hands. Who is confident that they're going to make it out of this round? Only Alex, and he's got immunity. So it should be an interesting matchup here. It is time to vote. Go ahead. Text me your votes. We'll read them in a few minutes. At this time, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now is the time to do so.
I do, Aaron.
Okay. Playing it on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Raissa has correctly played a hidden immunity idol for herself. Any votes cast for Raissa will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Claire. Claire. 2 votes, Claire. Keandra. Keandra. We're tied. 2 votes, Claire. 2 votes, Keandra. Luke. Luke. We are tied. 2 votes, Claire. 2 votes, Keandra. 2 votes, Luke. Claire. That's 3 votes, Claire. 2 votes, Luke. 2 votes, Keandra. Fifth person voted out and the first member of our jury. Claire. That's 4. That's enough for this round. Claire. Tribe has spoken.
I thought I had a pretty strong group alliance, but obviously that was not the case. I mean, honestly, I was surprised. The fact that I made it as far as I did. I expected to be out in week 1. I guess it kind of got to the point where I was recognized as enough of a threat. In order for me to have been eliminated, at least one person from our alliance, if not 2, would have had to have voted for me. I know how the votes were played out, and I'm the first jury member now.
For me, there was a lot of people that you could tell were trying to save themselves. They knew it was coming. So just seeing everybody getting to that desperate point where they're like, I know it's coming. I'm trying to avoid the inevitable, at least one more vote, and just being given all the alliance options, but knowing where my alliance lies. It just, my purpose to go the way I did was to kind of bring that circle a lot smaller and just keep the people that I'm working with where I need them to be. It's a matter of dwindling that group down and kind of holding on to my idol till the last second, because there's only Luke and Keandra know about that idol. It's kind of just trying to make sure I know when and where to play everything, and I know my time is coming up soon that I have to use that idol, so it'd be nice to get into the final 3. Being in the final 4 will really help, and it all comes down to who gets the immunity there. I've been working with Luke and Keandra the whole game. Keandra hasn't strayed from a vote, at least not that I know of. And Luke has kind of been like the co-captain here of this little pod of people we have going on in our alliance. I think I'm feeling pretty safe, but there's no safe in Survivor. There really isn't.
We decided to go with Claire just as like a nice third option. We had some plans set in place in case something were to happen. We figured Claire would be the best bet to vote out because from our eyes, she might not have been the strongest in that alliance, which is why we voted Claire out there.
Oh wow, these people, I don't have the numbers. There's nobody on my side. Well, maybe a couple people, but not enough that I thought there was. And I was like, this isn't gonna go well. So it was supposed to be me, Kate, Keandra, Claire, Alex, and Lucy, right? That's 6. That's enough to make the numbers. Well, all of a sudden, 2 people voted for Keandra in the first vote. So I asked Claire and Alex because I had a feeling that they went by themselves and voted for Keandra. And there, Alex was like, "Yeah, we did." And I was like, "Why? Why would you do that? Like, you just messed it all up. Like, now Claire got voted out. Like, because you guys switched your vote. Now we didn't have the majority, and now Claire got voted out."
We're going to move on to the next round. We are going to do a Survivor scavenger hunt. So, this is what is going to happen. I have a list of a number of things here that on my go for each round. Hopefully everyone has them in their dorm or their home or wherever you're at. But it is going to be a race to who can bring it back the fastest. Each round we will eliminate one person until only one remains. First round. You're looking for something red and go. Luke is good. Keandra, Michaela. Last on my screen, confirmed by Natalie, was Kate. Kate, it is something red, but you were the last one to pull something up onto the screen. Kate is out of the challenge. Next round. A textbook and go. Luke is good. Brian. It's going to come down to Alex and Raissa, the 2 captains, and Alex had it first. The 2 alumni who have not been in school for a little while.
But I don't even have a textbook. I got a cookbook.
Well, with that, Raissa is out of the challenge. Next round. You're looking for a pen and go. Lucy, Brian, Michaela cannot get the pen in. Oh, but Alex is still, yeah. Alex is just completely gone. I thought Michaela was out of it for a long shot there. But Michaela struggles, but is still good. So Alex, you are out of this challenge. Next round, down to 6 already. You are looking for some type of Mount Aloysius College gear and go. Luke is good. Lucy, Mike, Brian are good. It's going to come down to Keandra and Michaela. Michaela has it. Keandra nowhere to be seen on the screen. Keandra is out of this challenge.
My Apple Watch is telling me to breathe because I'm low-key kind of nervous. This is how fast-paced the game is.
Next round. It's a quarantine favorite. We're looking for toilet paper and go. This one's going to involve everybody getting up. Michaela is back. Michaela is good. Mike is good. Brian is good. It is going to come down to Luke and Lucy. Who's going to get there first? Luke is just giving up, and there is Lucy in her one strand of toilet paper. Lucy moves on. Luke is out of the challenge.
If I was you, I would have took the laptop with me.
Yeah, but the problem is my suite mate's in the bathroom, so.
Well, there's some under the sink last time I checked.
We are down to 4. Next round. You're looking for a piece of silverware, spoon, fork, or knife, and go. Lucy is good. Brian is good. Michaela is good. Mike, you did not get that yourself. That flew into your camera. Silverware does not magically get thrown into your camera. And we both saw it. So, Mike, good effort. Mike is out of this challenge. We are down to Brian, Michaela, and Lucy. Next round, you are looking for a mask, and go. Last on our screen was Brian. We are down to Lucy and Michaela for immunity. You are looking for something that begins with the letter A, and go. The winner of this challenge is Lucy. Lucy, you have won immunity with your AirPods over Michaela's Apple Watch. Good effort by all. Lucy, you are immune for this round. Congratulations. You have earned your way into the top 8. As for everybody else, last round was pretty intense. I imagine it'll be equally intense this time. We'll give you some minutes to strategize, and then we'll vote.
We have alliance, it kind of fades in and out depending on what vote we're looking at. Kate and I are actually probably the closest to in the alliance, so we're making plans. So one thing that Kate and we kind of talked about and we're struggling with now is no matter how this final 3 turns out, Kate and I have been probably the forefront of putting people on the jury, which will definitely be a problem in terms of getting actual votes. But from the beginning, we've wanted to vote out some of the alumni/older players, mostly because we know how dangerous they can be and manipulated towards those freshmen or the younger kids that have never played before. So from day one, it's been going for the veterans because we're not sure how they would approach this, which is why Lucy was the first person voted out before she managed to get back in, because I played with her before. I've seen how she's played. Definitely a composer like talent, but from here on out, I mean, I'm going to say it's anybody's game at this point.
So my first question is going to come to Mike, and that is, did you think that spoons could fly?
I mean, you don't know that. I mean, maybe it was a special type of spoon.
I no sooner said that, I see this spoon come like flying across the camera. I was like, well, wonder where that came from. Reyes, so walk me through that last vote. What happened and what goes on from how do you move forward from there?
I mean, with that last vote, it shows that not everybody's alliances are what they thought they were, I guess.
Alex, it seems like no one this season is ready to call anyone out. Everyone's just saying, well, there's some people that feel this way about some other people. Is that just the nature of the game? Or are people just that afraid to say a name?
Everyone in this call knows exactly who they want voted off.
Question is, are they all in agreement, huh?
Hell no.
Let's vote Luke off next round. Agreed. All right, agreed.
Big agree.
Agreed. I second that.
Oh, Luke said that.
Michaela thirds that.
Michaela, what are your thoughts here in terms of you are a freshman, you're a first-time player, and you're still in the game? We have, let's see, 2, am I looking at it right? Yeah, we have 2 of our first-time players that are still left in the game.
I mean, I'm mainly on here just to have fun, but last round I got super competitive, so I don't know. Now I'm really having a good time with the competitiveness of it, so I feel great. I'm excited.
Lucy, you are nodding your head in approval of that.
Yeah, I also get really competitive. I'm not gonna lie. Getting that toilet paper was really hard because I have to leave my room to do it. Like, physically go out into the hall. So I have to put a mask on and everything. It was rough.
Props to you for getting it done that fast. Kate, you're awful quiet. Talk to me.
I mean, we're getting down to the wire. Like, it's a lot of people. You got a mix of people going on. I mean, you have 2 first-time players. You have some people that have played quite a few seasons, and then you got the people that are right in the middle that are just trying to win, honestly. So,
is there anyone that's not trying to win? Is there anyone that's just like, yeah?
Sarah was already voted off, so we don't have anybody like that anymore.
All right. Anyone else have anything that they want to say before we vote? If not, take a selfie of your vote, send it my way. We'll get started in a minute. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Okay. I'll read the votes. First vote, Luke. Alex. Reyesa. 1 vote Luke, 1 vote Alex, 1 vote Reyesa. Alex. Reyesa. That's 2 votes Reyesa, 2 votes Alex, 1 vote Luke. Alex. Reyesa. Tied again. 3 votes Reyesa, 3 votes Alex, 1 vote Luke. Reyesa. That's 4 votes Reyesa, 3 votes Alex, 1 vote Luke, 1 vote left. 6th person voted out and the 2nd member of our jury. Reyesa. Reyesa, sorry to say, tribe has spoken.
I was trying to talk to some people, and then I wasn't getting very many text messages back, and I knew everybody was talking, so I had a feeling that it was coming to me. Somebody had brought up that they wanted to get rid of all the older people. And so Alex is just going to be next down if that's true. And I didn't really know anybody enough to like make a big alliance. I always get voted out because people think I'm too strong of a player. So I guess I just will always get voted out and never win Survivor.
And yet, the game moves on. We'll get into the next challenge. Work in a minute. I'm going to share my screen. And there are going to be 20 riddles, puzzles, whatever you want to call them, on the screen that I'll give you about, 5, 6, 7 minutes to complete as many as you can, because I'm going to be checking these afterward. So I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock. Send me your answers when you're done. Good luck. Time is up. Pens
I only
down.
got 2.
This challenge is over. Go ahead. Please send me your results. I have everyone's answers in. You will find out who the winner of this challenge is next week after everyone has voted. the winner of this challenge will be deemed, it will serve as if it is an immunity idol. This is a Survivor Mac Edition first. You will not know who has won the challenge until next week. We'll sit down first thing. We'll have tribal. You'll cast your vote. And then if you're the winner of the challenge, any votes cast for you will not count. So, with that, that's all I got for tonight. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Thanks for playing. Good night.